everyone, Gameface here, and this is 7 days. And to start off this week, I am going to talk about one change that probably everybody who watches videos regularly on the channel would have noticed, is that I've monetized. I've turned on monetization again. I think I shut off monetization like the first month I started the channel, but that was like over a year and a half ago now. So I figured I'd turn it on, see what it's all about, and I've made 67 cents. So other than that, not much has changed on the channel. There's a few new games, there's stuff like that. I finished a few things, so let's talk about that. I finished Portal. It was fun. Portal, it was nowhere near as fun as Portal 2, which was just basically a much more fleshed out version with bouncy gel. What is it called? What's it called? Repulsion gel and propulsion gel. So that's, it was good, but it wasn't Portal 2. I'll tell you that. But I did enjoy it. I definitely enjoyed it, and I am still looking at some of the mods for Portal 2, and I will be playing some of those. I finished Mirror's Edge. That was I don't really know what to say. I enjoyed the game. I learned more about the Mirror's Edge world. I'm almost tempted to play Mirror's Edge, the original. Sorry, it wasn't. Did I say I finished Mirror's Edge? I finished Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I'm tempted to look at Mirror's Edge and see what that's about. But, again, that seemed more like a... Well, again, I shouldn't say anything. I don't know anything about it, but I'd like to know how it continues the story off, if this was really a prequel, as it was made out to be. So the other thing I played this week... Well, that's it for what I finished. I also played Inside. Really enjoying Inside. If anybody likes a casual puzzle game, doesn't require much time. It's not like as in-depth as say Portal or something like that. It's just like, casual little puzzles. Inside is awesome. It wraps those puzzles in such a world that, it makes you feel things, which is always cool. I also played No Limits 2. Maybe not my best episode of No Limits 2. Again, all I do is I go in and I pick 7 tracks every time. I might have one left over. The 7th track might be left over from the last time, and I pull that forward. But I went and I picked 7 tracks, and again, I would have pulled more if I could. But again, that's what you get. It's the workshop. You're going to get such a variation, and some of these people whose tracks that weren't so good this time might be much, much better next time, and everybody's started somewhere type thing. So I'm glad that we got some variation in there, but I sort of missed that, like, every track was awesome type thing. What else went on last week? Played some 35mm. I still don't really know what to make about that game. It's okay. It's telling the story, I guess. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It doesn't give you any feelings of impending doom or anything, though it looks desolate. And I guess that's what they're trying to get across there. I don't know. But I also played Iron Saga from Game Jolt. Should go check that out. It was fun if you like a platformer. The only thing, and the developer did get back to me and say that they were going to put controller support in, and I felt that was missing. It really needed controller support, but that's not coming until a release version. So that's a ways off. I also hit 1 million subscribers in YouTuber's life. I'm really enjoying that. It's up and down. When some of the last round of changes, maybe not the last round, but the round before changes came out, it really frustrated me. The way the picking of the cards worked was subtly changed. What it remembered before, it didn't remember. It was certain things like that. Yeah, I'm getting used to it, but of course, I'm also the game is remembering the things I've chosen correctly before. So that's getting easier, and I guess that's part of it. That's part of building up your repertoire in that game. So it's pretty cool. Next week. Well, okay, that's it for this week. Oh no, it's not. Oh, I almost forgot. Yeah, so the other thing this week was I started playing Song of the Deep. That came out for PlayStation, I think, PC. I don't know if it's on Xbox. It might be. I don't. If it comes out on PC, I'm not looking for it on console, so I don't know. It's a Metroidian style game, they call it. I don't know. I'm just repeating what they told me, or what I read, and it seems pretty good. It's not the kind of game that I normally finish, but we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see how that goes. I'll be playing more of that next week. Other things I'm going to be throwing in next week. Well, The Division. I'd really like to get another episode of The Division in. I do have some room next week. If I can't find anything from Game Jolt to fill the space, I'll probably have an episode of The Division. More Doom. I can't stress enough how I must get back to the Doom, because I have been neglecting it, completely neglecting it. It's not like I've got a shortage of games. I've even got 2 pre-purchased games waiting for next month. Well, we'll see if they come out next month. That's what it says. Who knows? Who knows? Who has control over that stuff? Nobody knows. So, I've got a lot of space next week, let's say. So, with Mirror's Edge Catalyst not being there and there not being a Portal game to play, well, I guess there's the Aperture tag. We'll have to see. I don't know. I don't know what's going to fill the spaces. So I guess we'll talk about that after it happens next week. So until then, I'm Gameface. This was 7 Days. If you'd like to click the button, don't forget to subscribe and share. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.